One of my favorite storylines from this season, I think when all is said and done, will be this Terrelle Pryor saga, or whatever you want to call it. Of course, he made the roster out of training camp, was cut days later, tried out for a bunch of teams, wasn't good enough for them. Now he's back with the Browns. And Michael, he was inactive on Sunday. Should he have been, though?
Very perplexing, Dan. No, he shouldn't have been. Look, if you're going to sign someone in the first week of December, you would think that it's because you need help in that certain area and that this guy you believe can go on the field and give you that. He wasn't mentally ready to go, is what we got last week. Again, just another laughable abomination that this organization continues to throw out at all of us week in and week out. If you signed the man, I don't care whom he worked out for and they didn't want him. Okay, that's your cross to bear. You signed the man, get him on the field and play him.
Well, two stories floating around yesterday. I don't know if you guys heard them. One was that he showed up late for a team function.
But Mike Pettin said that didn't
right. That's
play
why that's why Mike Pettin was asked afterwards if discipline had anything to do with this, and he clearly said it didn't. And this is a guy who openly talked about Johnny Manziel and disciplining Johnny Manziel. So we can only take him at his word. If you signed him, are you going to wait 3 weeks now to play? I mean, they carried Robert Turbin for 5 weeks when he couldn't play.
Did.
So maybe they're going to play him in the last quarter of the final game.
Maybe. You know, here you wonder whether, with all the dysfunction here, you wonder if they're trying to decide, is he going to be a wide receiver? Or should we give him a look-see at quarterback?
And, that was sacrilege in training
I really thought about that.
You know what scares me? You might be right. That they still haven't made that decision, and they started thinking about it in July.
If you brought that up in training camp or in the preseason, you got laughed at. Yeah. Last week, they openly talked about Terrelle Pryor as a quarterback.
I firmly believe that's exactly what they're trying to decide.
And you know what, guys? This is just another example of this team. They think they're smarter than everybody else. Yeah. Nobody else wanted this guy. That's all right, guys. We can rescue him. Feels like that's what they're saying.